more about the East African Federation?
I'm a great believer in unity. I believe in the old adage, unity is strength. I mean, this is truly, it is strength, and the human race would be much stronger if we were united. We'd get rid of a lot of problems in the world if we could be united, and therefore the human race must move towards unity. And continents like mine, a country like Tanzania must move towards greater unity, continents must move towards greater unity, and the human race must move towards unity. But the difficulties are not philosophical, the difficulties are merely political. It is one of those funny things in history that a state represents nothing. It's sometimes accident of history. But once it is there, it has more power sometimes than religion, than philosophy, than all sorts of things. And people become extremely, while they accept philosophically we must be united, once you have these lines on a map and you have created the thing you call the nation, it's a big problem. So Africa has, in a sense, missed the first opportunity, and this is the thing I said in East Africa, that in East Africa we should have become united before we became independent, before we became separate states. We should have done that. I did advocate that in 1960. I did even go as far as saying, realizing this, I went as far as saying Tanganyika must delay her independence, or ought to delay her independence, so that we all become united, and then we take our independence. Now this is true of Africa. If it is true on a small scale like East Africa, where we have a common language, Swahili and English, common traditions of government, because all of us have been under British rule, we have common services, we have no railways, all railways are East Africans, and all East African railways, and all sorts of things, common currency and all sorts of things running together. If this is difficult, obviously it's going to be much more difficult on the continental basis. People must view the unity that is taking place in Africa, the movement towards unity in Africa. This is the way you've got to assess the importance of the OAU, not from the ideal of unity, but from the difficulties of moving towards there. And if you do accept this, then the organization of African unity is extremely significant. So I'm very hopeful myself. I'm realistic enough to feel that our road to unity is going to be long.